Hi. Hey, you guys, it's me, and I was trying to do a talk on. Okay, so I called it Battle X, and I wanted to talk a little bit about living situations, starting again. So the title is Battle X, starting again. This is the first opinion, so let's see what's going on. When you're in a situation and you're trying to like do things or whatnot, and people are coming to you, a lot of times, like I've had a couple people ask about Social Security and, really having something, right there because you've had to start again, right? So, what do you do in that situation if your age is right in the middle and you're like, well, I've made some mistakes. I've been to the right a bit, with situations. And so now that comes up as like a key solution. And I've had a little bit of investigation rights on that. I'm talking about like higher power. I'm talking about the church. I'm also talking about living and why people do the things that they do. Now, if I was in the work area, the person would ever come up to me and talk about Social Security or any kind of rights, benefits about employment? No. The coins are always there. You always grab them. But when a person grabs you and wants an explanation on anything that has to do with people, anything that has to do with life, or anything that has to do with a higher part of living, they're coming to you at an angle of, what do we call that? The one that was at the job, that's the gorilla. And if you've ran into the gorilla, he never says anything about social benefits or rights or any of that, man. And you've been to college or you have a certain friend that is occupied in a situation that fits your situation, and then you start speaking, right? Then when you go out there, if you see the gorilla a little bit in a desperate situation, yeah, if you see the gorilla in a little bit in a desperate situation, he only wants your blood. Okay, so this is what I'm going to say. Oh yeah, and if you haven't, take a look at my featured video up there, Pirates of the Caribbean, my reface. I kind of dig that. That helps a lot, to register what's going on with me right now. I mean, and I have an ad up there on some of the news points there on Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, and the music playing there. It's not music; it's an audio that replays Chris Rock and Will Smith situation, and stuff like that. So if you haven't checked that out, please do. But anyway, so Social Security, the gorilla, and how fixated is he on my central, like if you've heard of the heart chakra, of course, if you've listened to me before, of course, but in the central area, he only comes at you at midline when you're trying to get your money and your situation back together the way that you've known it from the start. It's only an example that's shown. Okay, so we talked about higher power, and the battle, right? So, you know, it only comes at you at the angle that you've ever seen. It never is anything else after that. If you've known your home, if you've known your house, and you've known your this and that, the one who comes and says it. Now, which one is the gorilla? I'm going to make this short. I apologize. But which one is the gorilla, and which one is the one that says why to you when they talk about the social security and when you're starting over, okay? If they've seen you start over, no. If you're there, yes. That's the whole why. The gorilla is the same one, even though they want the same thing that you at that place of employment that you were there too. They're typically the one that's a little higher. So we say higher realm or higher power or spirited high. Then there's a category of central location or around the heart chakra. Okay. We're talking about employment now. But if I go left to right, he's never seen what an employer is. He is that. So then when I see Y stand in front of me, he only says X is the whole battle, okay? And the mouth doesn't like fools. Who says X first? And that I might pick up on that on the next segment, but don't let asshole come up to you and say you're in fucking trouble, sister. You know, don't have a bitch come up to you saying you need to work the fuck again and tell you about your situation before they can even tell you why they're so hung as that one that was in the play, the gorilla part. They're so hung on bent or hung, I'll say hung, you know, on that. I say replace yourself with him, run and stuff. You know, we'll talk about the next section. It'll be in a different opinion, okay? But which is a different matter, same stuff, okay? And we'll go from there. But when I take my sword and I say swing left, right, you're swinging right, and my whole fucking body hasn't even shifted to the next galactic mention. You know, I mean, it's like really ludicrous how one would say, that's my start to talk to you about it. So your mental and your thought path, you know, and stuff like that. So don't get discouraged. Don't hang it up. You know, no one can tell you what letting go is anymore, right? No one can tell you how to calm the fuck down. No one can say any of that to you unless they know what the thing is, and half of them don't. And I'll talk to you later. Please leave your comments if you feel something about it, and we'll chat about it. Other than that, I'll see you at the next opinion. Talk to you later. Bye.